Whew. That one hits different.
So I could not finish that. My body's rejecting it. Oh.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Brady Godden, and you're watching The Hot Seat, presented by Rock Solid Gaming and sponsored by Rocketeer Treats and also Winging It. Thank you very much for the sponsors. Really do appreciate it. I'm here with the man right now. He's a big fucking giant, Mr. Morgan MacDonald.
What's up, bro?
Thanks for coming here, man, and burn your asshole off with me. I really do appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I was excited about it.
Yep.
And I got here and talked to you guys a little bit. Now I'm just nervous, so.
A little nervous?
Just a little bit.
You don't got to worry about it until we get to like 8, 9, 10. Right. It'll be fun.
I'm here for it, man. It's going to be an experience.
Yes,
so
sir.
Let's just do this and regret it after.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we always started off with, asking you how are you with spicy food in general?
So I never eat spicy food.
Okay.
Not because I don't like it, but especially going out to restaurants, eating stuff. I'm a big guy, sweat easy. Spicy food gets that going, so I tend to avoid it. But the one time I had like a really spicy sauce was at like Jungle Jim's. This was years ago, but I had finished like a burger and fries meal, and someone got the insanity wings or suicide wings or something. Signed the waiver, ate a wing, and chugged a full glass of chocolate milk trying to quench the spiciness, and ended up throwing up my entire meal, on the spot. So that's my experience. I have a bit like PTSD, I guess, with this stuff.
I wouldn't doubt it if it happens again today.
Hey, well, at least I got some experience.
You got some milk, you got some water, you got Diet Pepsi over there with production.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we'll get it moving. So basically how it's gonna work is, you got your 10 wings in front of you, I got my 10 wings. We're gonna go sauce to sauce to sauce. Talk about the sauce a little bit. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, shoot some shit, have a laugh, and we'll get out of here.
Sounds good.
So the first sauce is Stubbs.
Right.
We'll get into that. This was like 7,000 Scoville, nothing crazy.
Okay.
This is just a little teaser to get us into it. This one's actually really good sauce, right?
This is good.
Yeah.
This is not spicy at all.
This is one you would buy at the store.
Oh, hell yeah.
I will mention too that you can get all these locally.
Okay.
Except for this one. You'll know why when we get there.
All these hot sauces are generally like low calorie, right? So,
I guess so.
Yeah, so they're bodybuilding friendly.
Yeah, man. Go. For sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of questions about you with the bodybuilding world and all that stuff.
Okay.
Just like a little icebreaker. Let the viewers know who you are, what you're all about, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty stuff.
Cool. Well, I grew up in St. John's.
Yep.
Got into the bodybuilding, which is what I do now, when I was 20 years old. And yeah, I just got completely just engulfed in that world, started personal training people. As my bodybuilding success kind of continued over the course of 10 years, I started like an online coaching business, Morgan MacDonald. That takes up a lot of my time now. And I help a lot of people locally, but also people internationally, like other competitors, bodybuilders, bikini athletes, just, every type of physique athlete, help competitors get on stage. I've helped people do strongman competitions, powerlifting competitions. And other than that, I'm a professional bodybuilder now as well myself.
Yeah, you recently got, what is it, like September of 2021 or something?
Correct. Yeah. Turned pro back in September 2021. Took a couple years off, and I recently just did my first couple pro shows, which went pretty well. So
yeah, you got fifth?
Yeah, I got fifth at Vancouver Pro, so top 5, and that was my second show. So I was super happy with that package. That was definitely my best look that we could have brought. And now I'm currently, in the next coming months, I'm going to actually just be traveling a lot to like around Canada to help competitors compete, coach people into their shows. And then I'll be moving myself to Ontario just to kind of help further my bodybuilding career and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what's
So you're moving closer to the scene, I guess.
Exactly.
Why you would say, right?
Yeah, in my line of work, I'm traveling to Toronto all the time anyway, just to fly other places or to be in Toronto itself, because that's a bodybuilding hotspot. So, it's just a kind of a business move. Not something permanent. I always plan to come back to Newfoundland and retire here, whatever you want to call it, for sure. But yeah, it's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Oh man, that's sweet. It's cool that you turn, bodybuilding into literally a lifestyle. You're flying spots, you're helping people out. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. I wish I had the dedication to do it. I got a few questions down the line about it, man. I really want to talk about it. But congratulations on getting pro. What does that entail? I mean, I seen you were a special guest at a show last special appearance last month.
And well, I did one last month. I did one back in April, Moncton too. So those are kind of like guest posing spots.
Well, what I was going to say is like, are you not allowed to enter those now because you're an IFBB pro?
Oh yeah, totally. So all the shows I do now are like IFBB pro shows. So essentially the goal when you're a pro is to win a pro show, because you win money, for each show you do. Yeah, they like, at a regular show the prize money could be like 10 to 50 grand. At the bigger shows, which there's like 2 or 3 a year, it's like 300 to 400,000.
What?
Like, yeah, there's some serious money in there now. Yeah, they're big shows,
Holy
right?
Where do they generate that money to? Like,
well, there's a large fan base now. Like there'll be a lot of sponsors, because at these shows they'll do big like expos. So like people, like supplement companies, like fitness brand companies will go there. Bodybuilding's very mainstream.
400,000 is a big chunk of cash.
Yeah, and there's like, when you talk about in North America now alone, there's like thousands of bodybuilding shows, where amateurs are trying to compete to go to their nationals, to turn pro, to compete as a pro. So it's a big network now, and especially Europe, Middle East, like it's everywhere, right? Sweet, man. Yeah, it's cool. It's grown a lot since I got into it. Like when I started bodybuilding, especially in Newfoundland back in 2010 or 2011. It was a joke. Like people were just like, because it just wasn't a thing. But now you see people competing all the time, like especially younger people now. So it's good to see. It's good to see, that it's something that's still early and I'm in it like in my prime and it's growing. Like it's pretty cool.
For sure, man. We'll get into the second one, and I'll ask you another question, and we'll keep moving up the line here.
Sure.
Because I do want to see you tell all these stories sweating.
Exactly. Let's make it interesting.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah,
so this one here is a little bit of a creeper. We'll get into that. And I'll ask another question, man.
Let's do it.
But yeah, no, that's freaking sweet. So you got a podcast. What's it called? Canadian Beef Podcast. You got the YouTube. You got your nutrition program. You got all your socials. How do you balance it all, man?
I just don't stop, man.
Just don't stop.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm between my laptop and my phone, like I'm, 15 hours a day, and like the other hours at the gym.
Even like before we started recording the camera, you were already taking videos for your IG or whatever. You were taking photos of this. Man. Like you're always grinding.
Yeah, well, because especially things like this, people are so used to me seeing just like training content, bodybuilding content. So anytime I do something different, I think that really captivates people, because they just like to see me in different environments, like more like lifestyle environments, interacting with other people.
They see something you're doing that's not bodybuilding, and they're all of a sudden intrigued.
Well, yeah, and they appreciate it, because they do follow me for my bodybuilding stuff, but they want to be kept up to date on everything else. For sure. I get good feedback on that type of stuff, and I enjoy doing it, man. I feel blessed that people are interested, like to even follow me. Like you got
like 34,000 or something, right? 33 on your main one.
Yeah, and TikTok, actually, funny enough, I should put more effort into TikTok. I say this all the time, because I have like 93,000 followers on TikTok, and like I've had a few viral videos and stuff, and just like I don't really put much effort into it. It's just like training stuff and basic stuff. So that's something I might get more into.
It's crazy how like you can grow on TikTok, just about a couple of viral videos.
Yeah, I think it's about like just providing value on TikTok mostly. Like if you provide consistent value, that's like, just like direct help for people in anything. It does pretty good, it seems. Yeah. I
was going to ask you later on, but now that you brought it up, I really do want to know, and it's on my mind. When I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling through, I see these instructional videos, and they seem to be popping up everywhere nowadays. But then the next one, it's like telling me to do something completely opposite. Do you got an opinion on that stuff? Like just people putting out the wrong information versus the right information? Well,
it's hard to say what is right and what's wrong, because there's a lot of different things that you can do to get in shape. There's a lot of different diets you can follow, a lot of different approaches you can take. There's definitely something for everybody. I think like if someone who's serious about getting in shape, like these days there's honestly like a lot of good like online coaches out there, and like you have someone there that's willing to like kind of work with your schedule, your lifestyle, to kind of build something that's more customizable to you.
Yeah.
Set you up, observe your progress.
But yeah, you're talking like a personalized thing.
Yeah,
right? I'm saying like just the random reels you see as you're scrolling through.
Yeah, well, I think it's all useful stuff to take and like use it as trial and error. Like the only thing you're gonna know, like the only way you're gonna know something's gonna work for you in terms of like that kind of stuff is just to take it, try it, do it for like a consistent amount of time. Yeah. See what kind of results you get from it. If it's not working, change it. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, what are you going to do? Like, when everyone has access to put out knowledge, you're going to get some bad stuff, right?
And a lot of people is doing it now.
But I think it's, at the same time, it's kind of easy to see what's good and what's not in terms of like, look through the comments. Like, how many shares is this getting? Like, is this person popular? Like, look at this person's like biography. Like, are they credible?
And you do it yourself, right?
Like put out like
that like you got your YouTube content's a little bit like that too.
Absolutely, man. Like I put out like a lot of stuff that's just like what I'm doing, but I do definitely like put out a lot of educational stuff. Like I have like a YouTube channel that's dedicated just on like instructional exercises.
Yeah, I see that.
On my business page. So yeah, But yeah, I think, but like I said, at the same time, it's not hard to find what the reliable sources are. So just do a bit of research before you take knowledge from someone and apply it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I always see a video and try it in the gym, and my form's always off. And then I move to the next video, and I'm trying this, and my form's off for that too. It's like you got to really like dial it in on one exercise before you go fucking trying every single thing under the book.
Yeah, honestly, what I would say is like pick 4 or 5 exercises like per muscle group, I guess,
and
just stick with those. Like you don't need to change stuff up all the time. You know what I mean? It's better to get like good at exercises and build strength on them, and like stick with them for a consistent amount of time, rather than like trying to change stuff up and never getting good at anything.
Yeah, because if you go, if you see, you can dive into the third one if you want, man. It's a jalapeno one. It's heartbeat jalapeno, great. It's actually a fan favorite.
I like jalapenos.
You'll probably love that then. Yeah, like I find when I look at a new exercise, I'm always trying to go, to the max. But when it's a new exercise, my form's not there. So you recommend, starting at a lightweight, get that form in.
Totally.
And then up the weight. Even though I can lift heavier, get that form dialed in first on a lightweight.
Yeah, make sure you get the form down. Like you really feel the muscle you're trying to work doing the work. Like if you're doing a chest press, you don't want to be using your shoulders and triceps.
That's so bad for me. Like that, someone told me one time, muscle connection or something.
Muscle
connection.
Yeah, it takes a while to develop that. But yeah, you just got to focus on it. Like you'll get it. But the more, like if you're consistent more with one exercise, it's going to be easier to get that. And then once you get it with one exercise, it's way easier to get it with like other ones, right? So it's important to develop that.
Cool, man. What do you think of the wing?
It's great.
Not too spicy?
No, we're good so far.
These aren't spicy, man. Not yet.
No, I didn't think so.
If you even have a slight bit of tolerance to spicy, these are just regular wings.
Yeah, that's kind of how they are to me. So I guess I'm building a bit of confidence here, but I'm waiting to get my ass kicked still.
Yeah, get comfy. Get comfy. We'll get you when we get you.
Great.
So the fourth one, obviously, we're getting into a little bit of hot stuff now. I think that's the blueberry one.
Right.
Another big favorite from a lot of the guests. They really did enjoy this one.
We're going in on this one?
Yes, sir. So obviously now a lot of the viewers that's going to watch this video, thank you very much for watching, of course, are going to be, good.
Good.
Right? That blueberry. A lot of viewers are going to be watching us now to see, some information from you. And I was curious what you thought of this the diet being like 90% of the fucking work.
Well, I mean, look at it this way, right? So if you're building a building, right, and the training was the workers that show up to build it, right? Think of the food as like the supplies, like the plaster, the wood, right? I mean,
that's a good analogy.
Yeah,
I like that.
Right? Because like you can't build muscle out of thin air, right? So if you're training in the gym, trying to get bigger, build muscle, you got to give your body the protein to build the muscle. You got to give your body the carbohydrates to have energy to train hard. Yeah. And you need some like fats in there as well, right? Like you need fats to live there essentially.
So a good diet is what you like.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
But what I was saying, there's more work in the kitchen than there is in the gym.
Sure,
you go to the gym for
absolutely.
45 minutes or an hour a day, and you're cooking all day and eating all day just to keep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's like, you can make it as easy as you want to a certain degree. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to do some meal preps. It takes some time to do that, but like, that's something you can get good at too, and like become really efficient at. Cook in bulk, freeze like chicken, steak, stuff like that. Cook your rice in bulk. Use protein powder. Eggs, oatmeal, like. Honestly, man, like I eat a lot, been doing it for a long time, and like I can whip up these meals in like minutes.
But you eat the same meal every day?
Yeah, and I mean,
when you're like in the middle of like your peak training or whatever, show.
I eat 6 meals a day all year because I have to at this point, like just to maintain my weight, especially in the off season,
and to maintain your image and everything else.
Well,
like that,
of course, I mean,
like you have an image now, and you don't want to lose it.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to get like better as a bodybuilder. So like even like I'm prepping for a show, but prepping for a show is really just like losing body fat and like trying to maintain muscle.
Yep.
In between that time, like I'm trying to gain muscle, so like I'm really pushing food really hard. Like I've had times where I was eating 8,000 calories a day for like 20 weeks straight.
That must be like 1,000 grams of carbs.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's like maybe 200 grams of fat, like 400 to 500 grams of protein.
Do you feel like hungover the next day almost?
It's brutal. It's like, I would imagine. Yeah, it's definitely the hardest part about bodybuilding. But again, and then for a normal person, like you said, that's like not used to that.
Yeah.
Getting in the kitchen and trying to eat 4 or 5 times a day, it's definitely an adjustment. Like anytime like you're trying something different, it's going to take 3 or 4 weeks of doing it where it's kind of like a pain in the ass. Yeah. Like you got to adjust your schedule around it, but then it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
And once you get that, like to that point, then you see the results.
Exactly.
And then once you see the results, you're like, you don't want to stop doing it, right? No. So I think that's like the point, like that people just got to get themselves to, right? Yeah. And just like really push it hard. And then it does become easier, like over time for sure.
So when saying all this, do you recommend someone that's on a busy schedule to do like, say, a dirty bulk if needed?
No, that's never a good idea.
Never a good idea to do a dirty bulk?
No, because where the calories come from matters.
Yeah. So like, you know, let's say I had, you know, a few eggs for breakfast, I had, you know, some toast and a bowl of cereal, hit like 800 calories. Then I had my chicken and rice, another 1,000 calories, whatever it would be. I don't know what it would be. But then if I needed an extra 1,000 calories at the end of the night, it's not a good idea to cook frozen pizza.
Well, I mean, you can get 1,000 calories just from like a better source. That's like
fair, but I'm saying like the easier way to go about it will be cook a frozen pizza.
The easier way?
Yeah.
I think this is just like how people look for excuses to eat terrible food. But
And
it's
me,
like,
me, bro, 100%.
Because I bet you could still find 1,000 calories from something that's enjoyable. That's not pizza. Because like when I think about pizza, I think about like a lot of dairy, a lot of gluten, a lot of inflammation. It's going to make you really full and bloated the next day. So it's going to be harder to eat your food the next day. It's like a chain reaction.
Yeah.
So like you'll do that a couple of times and figure that out yourself, right? Because I've done it. Like I know. Like I've.
Well, that's
there.
what
Right?
that's what someone told me to start doing, was to do a dirty bowl, because I never had a whole lot of time to cook. But I know you're looking at me now like, you motherfucker, you should be meal prepping. You got the time to meal prep. And I probably do.
But you could blend up like protein powder, oats, a banana, and peanut butter, and like
in the morning type thing.
We could do that at night instead of pizza, and you could have 1,000 calorie shake. That's like all good food that you just drink.
You can get 1,000 calories out of that stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, if you do like a mass gainer protein.
No, I'm talking about like just blending it up, like oatmeal, protein powder, peanut butter, like fruit.
So
like
oatmeal
banana.
has a lot of calories.
Yeah, you put some like extra virgin olive oil in it for extra like, healthy fats. Like
Fair, man. That's fair.
Well, man, they're talking to a nutrition coach.
Yeah,
so.
Man.
Like you're not, you know.
Excuse my ignorance about
it.
Man.
No, but like, I totally see where you're coming from, and I understand where that mindset comes from. Because like guys have this like hard gainer mindset where they're like, oh, I can't eat like enough clean food to get big, so I'm going to eat this instead. But like they can eat enough clean food, they just don't really want to do it.
They don't got the dedication.
Well, it's hard. It's really hard, and like you got to want it like bad to do it, like to a certain level. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think like if you're just like a normal guy like looking to get big, and you're eating 3 or 4 clean meals a day, like getting your food in, and like you said, you do have that extra 600-700 calories, dude, sure, go get a burger and fries. It's better than not having anything.
Better not having any calories
100%,
at all.
100%. And I think it just depends on what your goal is. So like if you're telling me, hey, my goal is to get on stage one day and I want to compete and I want to be a pro, well, like I'm going to tell you the hardest but like the most correct way to do it. But if you're telling me like, hey man, like I just want to get big and like go on George Street and look good for the chicks, I'm like, dude, grab the burger, man. Like, you're not getting on stage, like
lift some weights.
Have fun with it. Like, don't stress too much about it, right? So it all depends on your goal, right?
A lot of good information, man. Even for myself.
Yeah, that's
like,
good.
It's a lot of good information.
Yeah.
I know you charge for this type of information usually.
Well, you're feeding me wings.
So I'll sit here and I'll ask a few more questions.
Yeah, whatever you need to get
out. Yeah, man. All right, we're going to do the 5th one.
All right.
A lot of drums. You got a lot of drums over there?
I like the drums.
Do you? You're a drum dude?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So this one here is, I think it's a cherry and Reaper. So this is like the first, like, it's getting a little bit hot. It's getting a little hot. We got a Carolina Reaper in there apparently.
Let's go.
So look at that.
I'm in.
You know, obviously, let's just keep it on the fitness for now. Just for now, I got a couple more questions for at the end.
Sure.
What is the biggest mistake that someone makes as soon as they walk into the gym for the first time, or you know, the first week? What's the mistake that people are making?
Well, probably just like trying to lift too heavy on exercises. I would say.
Ego lifting just for no reason.
Yeah, and also spending too much time in the gym and like just kind of doing like set after set of like the same weight, and like not really like kind of paying attention to like progression like in their weights.
Yeah.
That's probably the 2 most common ones, I would think. Yeah. And also I would say this too, like people that want to lose weight and like or lose fat and they just like get going there and do cardio.
Not the way, is it?
Well, I think it's important to build muscle because like when you build muscle, you build more like metabolic tissue, and like muscle, the more muscle you have, the more calories that you can consume and burn off just like by having the muscle, right?
I read online that, you know, cardio is not the best for weight loss. It's eating a set amount of calories, getting into the gym, gaining muscle, and this is what I'm trying to say that I don't know if it's right. Your fat turns into muscle or something like that.
No,
that's not true at all, is it?
You burn fat or gain fat,
and
you gain muscle or you lose muscle. Like fat, they don't turn into each other. They're completely different things. Like your muscle, you already have your muscle. You just make it bigger. You know what I mean? Fat is like extra energy that's stored that's not burned off, right? So if you eat more calories than you burn in a day, the excess calories will get stored as body fat.
So why do they say that lifting weights and weight training is better for losing weight than cardio?
Well, it's exactly what I just said. So when you build more muscle, right, it's like having a bigger engine in a car. Car burns more gas, right? More muscle you have, the more gas you burn, right? The gas is your food, calories, right? So that's like me. I can eat like 6,000 calories a day and not get fat, right? Because I have all this muscle that needs that food to support
And it's just
the muscle.
absorbing it, I guess.
Yeah, it just uses it to exist, right?
Excuse my ignorance, like with the words I'm using, bro.
No,
like
it's
I don't
totally
know a
fine.
whole lot about it. You know way more than I do.
No, it's totally
right?
fine. Yeah, no, it's no, absolutely. Yeah, so exactly. So like the more muscle you have, the more calories that you need to support it. So the more calories you burn at rest, right?
Okay.
So this becomes advantageous because then, if the more muscle you have, the more you can eat while you're losing fat. Like I diet on, like when I'm trying to get lean for a show, I'll lose fat on like 3,000 calories, 3,500 calories.
So you'll go down to like what I eat, like 3,000.
Yeah, like well, if most people ate that, they'd probably gain body fat.
Yeah.
But I get down to like 5% body fat because of the muscle that I have, right?
5% body
Because
fat.
like my regular calorie intake's like 5,000.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm trying to gain weight, it's like 7,000.
Wow,
You know what I
man.
mean? So
7,000.
yeah, it gets up there.
And
yeah.
you're eating all clean.
Mostly, yeah. Like my 6 meals a day, but it's still calorie dense. Like there'll be like eggs, beef, like salmon, like calorie dense proteins, and peanut butter. I mean, no, not really, because I definitely still like do get to eat some food I enjoy, but most of the time I just like if I'm eating to gain weight, like a cheat meal for me would be not eating. Like I'd rather just not eat.
Not eat at all.
Like getting a break.
So a lot of your meals, you're like stuff in India.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you don't want to eat it.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Right?
Totally. Yeah. That's.
Well, like I
that's,
said, you got to eat it because it's your
part of the
profession,
job.
it's your social media, it's everything, man.
Yeah.
It's
Well.
you know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah. That's how I look at it.
That's what you had to
as
do,
well.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm sure you got other people looking up to you and
Well, yeah.
all that stuff, the younger generation and stuff. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 30.
30. Okay. So you're only 3 years older than me.
Right.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Maybe in 3 years I'll look like you.
Just you gotta start eating, bro. Yeah, start eating, man.
Right on, man. All right, we'll get into the, I think this is the sixth one. One of my favorites, actually.
Okay.
It's called the Scorpion from the same company as this one here. Two of these are great sauces.
Right.
How's the spice factor?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Perfect, man. All right, we'll get into this.
All right.
I want to ask, I was talking to your brother,
Okay, yeah.
J Baby, you called him earlier. He mentioned that this all could have stemmed from your WWE fascination. Is that true?
Definitely part of it.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, 100%. I was really into WWE and like G.I. Joe, like action figures, just because like the guys were like jacked.
Yep.
And I do remember specifically being a kid and like always being fascinated by like big chest, big arms, and just how sick it looked.
Just
And,
looking like an action figure in general.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in movies like Terminator and like Commando and like Predator, where he was this like jacked dude, and then I liked him because of the movies, but then I found out he was a bodybuilder, and I was kind of like, oh, like what's that? Like looked into that, and just went deeper and deeper and deeper.
So you would say like that's your turning point.
I would say it definitely
all stemmed from that, or whatever,
it stemmed
you know
from
what I mean?
that,
Yeah.
and then like I played like, I was pretty into basketball for a long time.
That's another question I got for you too. We'll talk about that for sure.
And then once basketball like kind of finished up, like after my first year of university, I had to find something to do, so I got in the weight room and like started lifting, started responding really good, and then just was hooked, like because I just got good results so much easy.
So you say responding well, you just like other people were probably telling you that you're gaining muscle faster than.
Especially my legs, like I started squatting and like outgrew all my jeans like in like a month. Like
Really?
it was insane. Yeah, it was insane.
So you just got the genetics for it.
Well, I would say like it's to a certain extent. Like I'm tall for a bodybuilder,
Yep.
so like that's not great. But like I'm not too tall. Like
No. About 6'1", 6'2"?
6'2", yeah.
6'2".
And but like I have really good legs. Like my legs for a tall guy, especially like genetically, I'm pretty gifted there.
Nice.
And I do have like the ability to put on muscle, obviously. Like some like more than most people probably. But I'm not like I wouldn't put myself in the genetically elite. Like some of the guys I've competed against, some of the guys I know are like freaks of nature. Like
Yeah.
like it's crazy, right?
I can imagine.
This is at the highest level in the world you're talking about, though.
Oh, for sure.
Right. So
All right, we'll get into the next one. How'd you find this one?
it's getting spicier, but it's still like enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's a turn.
Yeah.
Now we.
I figured.
Now-
My lips are burning a bit. Yeah.
It's a little strategic, right?
Yeah.
Once we get up to these last four, I know the boys are back there waiting for this one.
So the wings are getting hotter. The questions are getting more interesting.
Yeah, man.
Great.
Yeah. We'll get into this one.
Fuck.
We're fine.
right.
We'll get into this one. Reaper 51, 1.4 million Scoville.
Oh, we're in the millions.
Yes. So
go.
I think it's a jump from 200K to 1.4, 1.6.
200 to 1.4 bars. You didn't think about putting like a 500 in there? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we only got so much time, right?
I guess
We got to get into it.
All right, we're doing it.
But yeah, Canada Games. for Newfoundland. That's what your brother told me. You had some success with basketball.
I think if I took it a little more serious, like transitioning out of high school into university, I definitely could have played like university basketball.
I guess there's not really much you can do if you're not 7 foot tall from Newfoundland.
Legit,
I mean, like, there's not much you can do, really.
But yeah, I kind of just like got into partying and stuff, and like kind of messed that up for myself a little bit.
Well, you never messed up nothing, man. You're
No,
doing fine
well,
now,
at the time, right? But yeah, no, absolutely, definitely worked out for me. You know, I never ended up doing anything with school or basketball. I just, no, man, I just tried to do school a couple times, but just went my own route.
Yep.
And she's getting hot.
Yes, sir.
I'm not eating the whole wings anymore, that's for sure. But yeah, no, basketball was fun. Learned a lot from basketball. Had some like hard ass coaches that taught me a lot about discipline. That definitely transferred over into bodybuilding. Oh man, I'm thankful for them. I still talk to a lot of them.
Starting to sweat a little bit?
I'm not sweating. My mouth is hot.
It's hot, man. It gets hot.
My mouth's hot.
It starts in the lips and ends up in the back of your head and you know, down there somewhere tomorrow.
Let's go.
You'll be fun. You'll be fun. All right, so we'll get into this one. This is where it really starts taking a little heat. It's the Stargazer Pepper North, the same ones that make these ones. This is just one of their hotter ones. We'll get into this. Obviously, the show is called Hot Seat, but it's ran by Rock Solid Gaming.
Right.
So I wanted to jump away from the weight building for a little bit.
Okay.
Do you play any video games?
I did. I was really into the Call of Duty.
Okay.
For a long time, but life's just too busy these days. But I was a big gamer. I remember like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, like the first one. Logged 32 days of in-game playtime in that game. Yeah, I was dedicated, man.
Classic though, hey?
Oh, so good.
So you never got a chance to play Warzone?
No, I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the most recent one, but I just like only played it a few times.
Warzone 2 is not great.
No.
But Warzone 1, I streamed full time for 2 years, 2.5 years. I put 142 days. No? One bite?
One bite, yeah.
Fair enough.
It's good enough, man.
Fair
Holy
enough.
shit.
That was a hot one, man. Just Call of Duty?
FIFA.
Oh, sport games.
Yeah, sport games, Madden for sure. But yeah, I've just been away from it for a long time now. Like I look at my PS5 all the time. Like I bought it, like in prep, we always call it like prep spending, prep buying.
Yep.
Prep's just like when you're prepping for a show, you're just like dieting, doing cardio training, you're living like a monk. So you're always looking to do stuff
Something
at time,
to do.
pass time in between meals.
Yep.
And so I picked up a PS5 and played it like 4 times.
You just eat a meal and then you're basically just waiting.
Well,
See your
I
next
work
meal.
a lot, and I kind of like disregard that sometimes.
Yeah.
But then I'm just like, I have too much work to do to like actually like play any video games or anything like that.
Trust me, I haven't touched my PC in like 2 months, man. It sucks. I used to love playing video games so much.
Tongue's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
We just got 2 more to go, man.
Fuck.
We'll get through these. And we'll get you out of here. No big deal.
Oh man.
So we'll into this one. This one I believe is 6 million Scoville. This is where it might get a little bit intense. Get your milk ready, your
It's
water.
fucking intense already.
Yeah. At this point, I'm usually not feeling my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel a little like hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Whew.
You want to just get into it?
Fuck yeah, let's just do this.
Let's go. You do one bite, man.
Excuse my language.
They're good. You can say that. Don't be afraid of this one. This one's not too bad.
Yeah.
What do you think? Taste-wise, though, hey? Not bad
I
taste-wise.
can't taste anything.
Well, I hear you, man.
I can't taste anything.
I hear you.
Whew. Yeah.
I did want to ask you about one more thing, though, before we, start tuning this up, before we get into this 10th wing.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming projects, anything in the future? I mean, what can we expect from you in the future? Just more bodybuilding? You got any ideas
For the next while. Like because I just started my pro career. So I'm definitely focused on like see what I can do with bodybuilding in the next 10 years. Because like I'm just a rookie. I'm young, like for a bodybuilder. Like most bodybuilders peak when they're like late 30s, like 40s.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it takes a long time, especially in open bodybuilding, because I'm competing with like the big guys. Like I'm not in like classic physique or men's physique. Like it takes time to put on that kind of muscle, especially when you're 6'2".
Yeah.
Right. Literally.
So yeah, I see a couple tears coming down there. Don't touch your eyes though.
Yeah, I'm trying this.
Try to refrain from doing that. If you were to enter a body show in Newfoundland, are you winning every time? Is that like how good you are?
If I compete here?
Yes. Are you winning every one?
Yes.
Okay.
In Newfoundland?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm just wondering. Like,
No,
I don't know.
Yeah.
See,
So
like,
all the shows are like amateur. So like I was doing these shows when I was like a kid. Like and
Wow.
like then I won nationals.
Yeah.
And then now I'm competing like.
So you winning that title gave you the pro status, was it?
Oh my god. Yes.
Take a second, man. If you gotta take a second, man.
Yes, I won Canadian nationals.
Yep.
And then I turned pro.
Okay, cool. Do you want to take a second? You good?
Oh, I'm good. This ain't shit.
I see 2 tears rolling down his eyes. I'm good, man.
This ain't shit, bro.
This ain't shit.
Trust me. Trust me.
All right.
You come train legs with me. You want to know
No,
something?
thanks.
You want to know something about pain?
No thanks. I did legs yesterday. I'm not feeling it today, so I'm not doing something right. Is that normal though?
What?
For me to do legs and like not feel it the next day?
Mine are sore for 5 days after I train them.
So I'm not doing it right, obviously.
I don't know. Come train legs with me.
No, fuck.
Why not? I eat your wings.
I mean, if you want to, I would 100% take that offer up because I would love to fucking like legitimately. I would love to see what it feels like to truly get destroyed.
Absolutely.
I'm filming it.
Yeah, like we'll get the production team to come by.
Yeah, that's the plan. Let's
we
do
can
it.
make a little bit of a content thing out of it, a little bit. I mean, that'd be dope.
100%.
I would 100% take you up on that offer, man. 100%.
I'll change your views on training forever.
You'll make me hate training, probably.
Well, I think I'll make you realize what you have in you.
All right. How you feeling?
I'm hanging in there.
You're good? You're good?
Yeah, I feel like I'm
well-
about to get fucking destroyed though.
No. Nah, you shouldn't be too bad. You got through that one. You'll be fine on this one, and then we'll do the outro, and we'll get you out of here, man. I don't really got much other questions for you, other than, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, it's good to be. It was fun.
Yeah, man. And anything else you wanted to have a chat about? Anything you wanted to say to the viewers before we get going here, or you want to plug your socials, anything like that?
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Don't eat these sauces. No, I'm kidding. Try them all. They're great.
Would you try any of them though? Like,
What?
would you actually buy any of these for your house or anything, or?
I would buy. Where's the blueberry one?
What's right here?
I like the blueberry.
Because that one hits you right away with that blueberry.
Yeah. Jalapeno was good. Like these 4 were good. Yeah.
Stubb's got a great name to it.
These ones weren't bad either. These 2. But after this is not fun.
It's not much of a taste at that point. It's more of a game.
Yeah, it's
this
just
point.
yeah, exactly. It's just you're doing it for pain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, this one here we're going into is no fair death. We'll get into it. We'll get it done. We'll cry a little bit. We'll laugh a little bit. And we'll get the fuck out of here.
Oh boy.
You want to eat the whole wing with me?
The whole wing. All
Fuck
right.
it.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'll do it.
Let's do it. Fuck it. I don't eat the whole wing ever either, but I got no more questions.
Well, you're
for
gonna
you.
train legs with me, so.
Yeah. Oh, bro, this is not a good idea.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yup. That one hits different. That one hits right away.
I didn't have a choice. I could not finish that. Not physically impossible.
No.
My body.
I've done it a few times, see.
My body's rejecting it.
So I know what to expect.
God.
I know what to expect. Well, man, thank you, man. Come on, show.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
You appreciate it.
Thank you so much for this.
Fuck.
I got the hiccups, bro. Oh. No. All right. Outro.
Outro. All right. Well, thank you, man.
Oh
Come
my
on the
God.
show. I know you're in rough shape. We'll end the video. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Thank you, Wing It. Thank you, Rocketeer, for all the sponsors. Morgan, thanks for coming on the show, man. I know you're in rough shape.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.